Let us commence our session. A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all the participants of the Cloud Study Jam and core team members of the Google Development Student Club. I, on the behalf of GDSC BVM, welcome you all to today's Cloud Study Jam. I am Nishant Gajjar and I will be your host for this session. So today is our first Cloud Study Jam event and will solely be based on what Google can offer to a student. But due to this COVID-19 pandemic, we all are compelled to conduct this event online. However, we all try to make this event very helpful and interactive as possible. I would like to invite our faculty advisor, Dr. Vatsal Sir, to speak on today's event. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible perfectly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, thanks for acknowledging. Okay, so hi everyone, good afternoon. So first of all, I would like to congratulate each and every GDSC member to organize the first study jam of this year. And once again, a warm welcome and congratulations for YASH for being certified as a Google Associate Cloud. Rather than wasting much time, I just want to say 2 or 3 lines regarding this. I think many of you have tried to do certain labs of quick labs, right? So please try to follow this quick lab, but don't try to just copy the code and paste it on a prompt, because it will definitely complete your lab session because they have given you a ready-made base and you'll get a desired output. But this is not the aim. When you perform certain things, you should start with the proper goal. Like in a previous year, we have seen that many of them have registered with a Google Cloud, and at the end, the conclusion is that only one of the student like yes has given the examination. So if you are performing certain things, please try to be with a goal that I have to clarify this certification, and that certification will actually enrich your profile. Nowadays, nobody is going to check your grades in a C, C++, Java, and everything, right? They are trying to check which kind of skills you have and what kind of projects you have done. So this is most important thing. So don't just blindly copy the code and paste it on it, because I've seen many of the students. And definitely, if you do this kind of thing, then Coursera will give you the certification. But this is not our purpose. Our purpose is try to understand the task and step which Google is trying to tell you. Understand this concept and try to be with a goal that I have to certify one of this examination. Either it would be the foundational certification, associate cloud, or professional one. As a beginner, you can go with the associate. Professional would be later on, and foundational is for the non-tech guys. So I would suggest that Yash will give you a more light on it, that what is the associate cloud and how you can prepare for it. So rather than wasting much time, this is what I want to say. So don't try to blindly copy the code. Do a proper understanding and then coding. So that's all from my side.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
A little notice before initiating this session. All of your queries regarding this session will be resolved at the end. So whatever doubt you have, note it and post it in the chat box and at the end of this session. So without taking more time any further, let us commence our event. I'd like to welcome Yash Mehta, who is currently in 4th year IT and have already certified in Google Cloud Platform. And I would like to invite him to share his experience. Over to you, Yash.
Thank you. So hi guys, good afternoon. How are you all?
Fine.
Okay. So have you tried the quick labs? You have done certain labs or what? Any one of you? Oh. So I think you just don't have the much more idea what are the quick labs, and so you might get afraid of losing the credits. So let's don't worry about that. We will gonna conclude what kind of credits you're gonna have and how it is helpful in your future career and for your future endeavors. So let's get started. So hi guys, my name is Yash Mehta. I'm a 4th year IT student and currently placed as a DevOps engineer. and I just passed the associate cloud engineering exam, which is kind of tough, but not that you could not clear it. So let's get to the point. So yes, please, next slide. Okay, so this is a five main topic that actually four main topic that we are going to discuss today. So what is cloud computing, where to use it, what are the career paths, or what are the future options with the cloud, and what are the roadmaps to become a cloud certified associate engineer. Okay, so and after that we will discuss some remarks on it and how I become a associate cloud engineer, what are the difficulties I have faced, and what are the main benefits I have got from this certification. And after that we discuss some question answer. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so there is a basic definition, or you can say universal definition of cloud computing. That what is the cloud computing? So it states that simply put, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services, including servers, storage, database, networking, software analytics, and intelligence over the internet or the cloud to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economic of scale. Now, the basically associate cloud engineering exam is the main base of this five main concepts: identity access management, aka IAM, virtual machines and instances, also known as VM. Then there is a storage class in databases, and then there is a containers and clusters, and after that there is a networking part. And you can see also in the definition itself that it suggests that server, storage, database, networking, and software analytics. Well, GCP is just not about these five main topics or this five concept. It's the basic thing that you need to know for learning to get deep into the cloud computing. So let's first talk about the IAM, identity and access management. So
Excuse
how
me.
many of yes?
I
Yes.
request team to change the settings. Someone is removing on and on me. So please change the settings.
My Cherish, you will look into that.
Yes, yes. We'll surely update that. So sorry for the inconvenience. Meanwhile, yes, you can continue with the session.
Okay. Okay, so let's first talk about the IAM. Previous slide, please. So IAM stands for identity and access management. So many there are third year students, right? Any third year student? So
Yes, yes.
so you get the subject in IT. You get the subject called software engineering. So there will be a different models like agile software development model, a waterfall model, in which you give the life cycle of how the corporate works, how the software development task works. So in that you have a different kind of user. Like let's say you are creating a product based on the BigQuery data set, or you are creating a product which contains some more than one users. So to give certain permission or to restrict some users from particular to doing particular task, there you have to put some restrictions, or you have to certain the limits of your management or access management. So here comes the identity and access management part. You will specify the role to the particular task, so that only the user with a particular that role only can do that or perform that task. So it's basically provided say secure kind of a secure layer secure layer to access management. And the next part is the VM, virtual machines. So virtual machine is basically a server. We always thought that what kind of server, how we can host and how things work. So server is basically a kind of your local computer. It also has the OS like our local computer. It also have network ports like our computer. It have a portability like our local computer. So basically, it's a computer based over the internet. It transfer the data. You transfer your data over the internet. So nothing is much more that. And after that, Cherish is also going to discuss these topics, and it will give you hands-on, so you can get a better understanding about it. And the next is the storage. Well, there are certain type of storage in the GCP. There is a cloud storage, a bucket storage, but in bucket storage also we have different classes. There is a nearline, code line, and multi-region classes. Well, some of you might have done some labs and in quick labs, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, who is there? What's your name?
YASH.
Okay. So, have you know about the availability zones and the regions part? What are
Yes, there are certain regions like US Central, US East, and all.
Very. So basically, the region tells you that in which part in which part of the world your server or your website or your product is based on, or your storage class is based on. So in terms of storage, there are region, multi-region kind of storage, in which it defined that from which region the storage can be accessible. So let's say there your one user you have a storage class in a US Central World region, and I am an end user of it, and I am trying to access that storage from the Mumbai or from the Asia Pacific. Then I could not able to access that class. So what I have to do, I have to put a multi-region storage class to my storage bucket. Okay, so you will get to know about it once you do all the labs. And then there is a container Kubernetes. Well, this part is container and Kubernetes is a too much big concept to learn, and it is basically a main pioneers to get the architect or cloud architect job. So you will get to know about it once you once you complete four quests. After that, you will get to know about the Kubernetes, how deployment works. Okay, and the fifth part is networking. So networking is basically you can create your virtual private cloud, your virtual private network. So in that, how many of you know that our college has a VPN? Many of you have heard about the VPN. Any one of you heard about the VPN?
Yeah,
Hello?
virtual private net.
Yes. So virtual, basically, what is virtual private network? What have you understand from it?
It's a private network for a device which we can use, and we can we can change our IP address from there.
Yes. Well, like that also. But basically, virtual private network it will create you a basic your private network connection from outside the internet. Well, it is within the internet, but it's provide you the basic over the internet functionalities. Like from if someone is not the part of that VPN, then it could not access the particular application that you have put into that VPN. So it is a kind of a security class also. Okay. So next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So here the question comes that yes, we know about the cloud computing, but how we can use it, or where we can use it? Well, you know the answer how, but where? Yes, to host our application over the internet to provide more reliability and flexible to users. To create a serverless application, well, that part is a very good. The serverless application, there is a functionality called App Engine in the GCP that will provide a serverless application. So basically, what happens that whenever you create a server in the GCP, so it comes with a part of a VM. So you have to virtual machines. So you have to handle the virtual machine over the network. But in the terms of serverless, there is a one functionality or platform as a service called App Engine, in which you don't have to manage the servers. If once you create the app engine instance, and you put your when you host your website or your application into it, then you don't have to worry about the management part, because it auto scales all the application over by itself. Okay, so yes, then the third part is to manage and operate multiple application in multi regions. So yes, even if you have one server, but if you put that server as a multi-region server, then it can be accessible from all over the world, or the specific regions or zones that you have specified via the configuration when you create a server. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so career with cloud. So we have understand the cloud, that okay, there is a cloud, but what after it? That what are the career paths to become to get the job in the cloud? So there are the main five jobs that are high demanding currently, and it is directly use of cloud. The first one is a DevOps developer. Well, DevOps, if you cut this word in the half, then it is certified that dev and ops, development plus operations. So DevOps is I'm sharing one photo in the chat section. You all just look at it. So basically, DevOps is a eight part life cycle, like the agile framework. But the what we can say, but the what we can update to the agile framework. It basically contains the plan, code, build, test, release, deploy, operations, and monitor part. So whenever when you placed in the company, you will get to know about the culture or the work environment of how the software developers work. So basically, there are certain teams to create one application. So there is a product manager and some architect guy who will create the blueprint, who will talk with the clients and create the blueprint of your project, and then it will transfer to the software development team. And that team has three parts. That one is a front end developer, then is a back end developer. Now after that there is a database administrators. And according to that, they will simplify their task and what we वो लोग अपने आप का काम खुद बांट लेंगे. Like some guy will the front end developers do the front end part, back end developers do the back end part, and the database administration do the administration part. But in terms of DevOps, there is a whole life cycle about it. Like there are some tools also given in the photo, like for after planning for code purpose, we have to use Git, Jira, and Confluence to take versioning of the code. After that, to build your application, there is a Maven and SBT kind of a software. After you create the application or you create the code, then you have to push that code for the testing, and therefore there is a Selenium and JUnit for test your developed application. To release that application, there is a Jenkins and CodeShip. Here, Jenkins is a very important part in the DevOps career. It is too much important for it, because it is gonna release all the builds of the code that you are working on, and for the DevOps, it is very necessary to learn the Jenkins. Okay, and after that, for the deployment part, the cloud comes into phase, and Docker, and also we can use the Kubernetes here. After the 2018 build, for the deployment task, Kubernetes is also provided a very good back support to the deployment part. After that, operations. Yes, like how many of you know the Chef Ansible kind of application, or have heard about it? Chef and Ansible, or anyone have know about the configuration management tool? Just make it interactive, so I can also enjoy it to teach you that. If you don't know, then just say no. I'll teach you that. Not anyone? Okay, so let's assume a scenario that you have 100 servers and you want to install engine, you want to install OS Ubuntu. So what you gonna do? Like put Ubuntu in first server, then put Ubuntu in install Ubuntu in the second server and the third. Well, if you do that, then it is too much time consuming, and it is practically could not possible that you would not make any mistake when installing the Ubuntu into the all 100 servers. To make it fault tolerant and to make that task much more easy and much less time consuming, we use the configuration management tool, and which is that Chef, Ansible, and also there is one application called Salt. So what this application works like that, like you have it follows the master and slave model. Like there is a one main computer that will operate all 100 server. So the Ansible will take place on that main server or the main computer or the master node of the computer, and will install the Debian install the Debian or Ubuntu into the master server, and that master server push the Debian or the Ubuntu installation to all 99 servers. So, and you can get the fault tolerance, and in very less time the 100 server will have the Ubuntu or Debian installed itself. Yes. So, and then there is, so this is all DevOps life cycle. I have currently joined as a DevOps, but cloud is not this is just a part of the DevOps, what we can say day-to-day part of the DevOps. But for more, you have to also learn the Terraform, Ansible, Chef, and all that kind of tools. But once you get to know about the cloud, the all tools, the Quick Labs have the integration of all that tools into it. So you must check it out. That, and then there is a cloud architect, cloud security engineer, cloud data engineer, and SRE, site reliability engineer. Well, this right now, this top 5 is the most high demanding cloud professions, which are, and recruiters are demanding this kind of professions very much, because even when we got the placement, I am the only one who have put the DevOps, who have entered the DevOps profile. So it's better to do something with the cloud rather than software engineering. I'm not saying that it is bad, but it just kind of it's something that out of the box, and I think you people should do it also, because once you get to know about the cloud, Google Cloud, and concept of cloud, you will get to you will automatically have the, what we can say, ये तुम लोग अपने आप ही कुछ ना कुछ मतलब इसमें जानकारी लेने की कोशिश करते रहोगे. There are much more materials available over the internet for learning this kind of job profession and this kind of tool that are used in this kind of job profession. And also there are cloud machine learning engineers. So even if you are thinking that I want to do machine learning and I want to go for the AI, then cloud is also with you, because whenever you go, cloud will come in the job description, and it will slide into it. And even in the full stack web development, there is a cloud in it. So yes, so cloud is nowadays cloud learning cloud is a basic necessity to do in the all jobs. Okay, so next slide please. Hello, next slide. Yes, so roadmap to become a Google certified associate cloud engineer. So how I became a cloud engineer. Yes, so I just said that learn the basic concept via the 30 days of Google Cloud is the very good opportunity. I have also started from that. I will tell you that on the remarks part. Focus on the containers, VM. Basically, you just focus on the first 5 main components of the basic component of the Google Cloud or the cloud. Then you will get to know about all the concept, because once you understand the VM, what are the VMs, what are the VPCs, what are the networking part of what are the identity and access management, or what are the containers. then you will get to know about all the things of the cloud one by one, because it is somehow connected with each other. If you go for the networking part, you will get to learn about the load balancing, VPC, VPN, firewalls. You will automatically get to know about it in deep in also. If you know about the IAM, then you will automatically know about the access management also. So yes, just focus on the first main five concept, and after that you will get to know about all the concept itself. It is somehow it's gonna connect it's somehow gonna connect you with the other concept. Yes, so complete all the quest wisely and try to digest each concept. Yes, so yes, as Vatsal sir had said earlier that don't just do the copy paste. Try to understand, try to digest each and every command, and read all the commands wisely, that what the each command has said, and they have given the instruction that what task this command do. So please read that, understand that. It will make your road to the associate cloud engineer into half, because once you understand the basic concept of it, you you will just know what the next step, or know what the next step of that particular task. Yes, or what are the next task for that. Okay, and take part in readiness program. Okay, so once you completed the 30 days of Google Cloud, then there is a program called Google Cloud readiness program, in which you will get one Coursera course, and after the completion of that course you will get a 50% discount voucher, so that the 10,000 rupees exam will only cost you 6,000, around 6,000 or maybe less, because when I have given the exam it was around $75, and it give and I have the voucher because I have completed the Coursera course, so it only cost me around $43. So because right now it is around $125. So I don't know about the exact pricing, but you should do it that, because once you completed that course, you will get a certification voucher for that. Yes. And also there is a site called Exam Topics, in which they have provided a very good material for cracking the associate cloud engineering exam. Okay, so next slide. Okay, so remarks and Q&A. So let's just talk about that, how I have entered into the cloud, because before 8 to 10 months even I don't know about what is the cloud. So मुझे में नहीं आता था कुछ क्लाउड में क्या था. हमारे टाइम पे ऐसा 30 days of Google Cloud चला था प्रोग्राम. Even Jay Patel has organized that program, and Jay Patel and Vatsal sir. So it is very much useful. So और तभी मैंने भी मतलब कहीं कुछ लोग आप में से होंगे जो सिर्फ गुडीज के लिए कर रहे हैं, और मैंने भी गुडीज के लिए, टू बी ऑनेस्ट मैंने भी ये प्रोग्राम गुडीज के लिए ही किया था. बट एक लैब करने के बाद, 2 लैब करने के बाद, एक क्वेस्ट करने के बाद धीरे धीरे आई एम काइंड ऑफ गेटिंग इंटरेस्ट मोर एंड मोर इनटू इट. मतलब मुझे ज्यादा समझ में आने लगा, एंड देन आई थॉट दैट दिस इज द राइट चॉइस टू मेक करियर आउट ऑफ इट, एंड आई हैव डन ऑन दैट वे. लाइक मैंने उसमें बस एक के बाद एक लैब्स करता गया. 30 days गूगल क्लाउड फिनिश हो गया. आई गॉट द गुडीज, देन आई गॉट द कोर्सेरा कोर्स. आई हैव कंप्लीटेड दैट. और उसके बाद वो वाउचर मिला. वो वाउचर के बाद थोड़ा प्रिपरेशन के बाद हमने ये एग्जाम भी क्लियर कर लिया, एसोसिएट क्लाउड इंजीनियर. एंड राइट नाउ I am placed as a DevOps engineer. So throughout the journey from as a student to the placement, the cloud has become a major part in my career. So I wish that this also become a major part of your career also. Yes, so that's all. Any questions do you have, then do ask me. Any remarks you want, then do ask me. हेलो, लगता है सबको सब आता है.
Sir, I want to ask
बोलो
you,
बोलो.
what all
Yes,
software
yes.
used for this cloud computing, such as like AWS is there, Azure is there. So we should go through with all these.
Well, it is totally depends on you because I just said you now that VM are there. There are basic main five concepts that will come into all the clouds. Even if you are using AWS, you are using Azure, you are using Google Cloud. But from my experience, मैंने तीनों की तीनों यूज की है AWS, Azure and GCP. But the most reliable one is the GCP because it comes out very much after in the market, and it gives a very good user experience. Like for the developer to create a VM or create a certain containers, it is very easy in the GCP as compared to the AWS and Azure. The
Okay, sir.
concept are all the same. Like if you know about the VM, if you know about the networking part, if you know about the containers, then and storage classes, then they only have different names. Like in in the GCP, if you called cold line storage for the archival storage for 1 year, then in the AWS there is some other name like a petabyte storage. So it's just all that. If we say the database in the my database name is MySQL or big MySQL in the GCP, then in the AWS there is a database called Artifact. So they just give the different name to it, but otherwise all the same. The concept is the same. Even some kind of command at the end is same.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Thank you, sir.
No. Any other questions? लगता है सबको सब आता है. Okay, so I am here if you have any kind of questions. Over to you, Cherish.
Yes. Heading the one. I would like to invite Cherish, currently working as a cloud facilitator. Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, Nishant. I'll just share my screen. So, hello and welcome everyone to yet another session from Google Developer Student Clubs, BVM. For today's session, I'll be just sharing with you all that how you can shape your career in cloud computing. Secondly, we'll see what are the some cloud fundamentals. And then most importantly, I'll be performing a lab. And lastly, the portal will be open for you all to ask any questions on cloud. So as we all know that cloud is a booming technology these days, and the IT companies across the globe are shifting their traditional infrastructure to the cloud. So that shift is generating a higher demand for the cloud engineers. Now, with the help of this training, you'll learn the fundamental core concepts of UL Cloud and develop interest in concepts like cloud computing, machine learning, AI, and etc. Using these resources, which will be provided to you, you can learn about GCP service and become eligible for such positions. Cloud technology is now mainstream, with enterprise spending on cloud-based offerings growing faster than spending on traditional IT offerings. This recent increase in cloud adoption has resulted into a corresponding increase in the need for workers skilled in cloud technologies. Nearly 80% of worldwide IT departments report a skill gap in cloud-ready talent, and another 50% report that they are struggling to hire skilled professionals. University students like us today are primed to fill this skill gap, and we are here to help you prepare them. So, around 10 to 12 different certification courses are offered by Google Cloud, and according to your level of understanding about cloud, you can apply it for one or many certifications. You can find which course is better for you and other related info at cloud.google.com/certification. So what cloud is actually? Cloud computing has five fundamental. The computing resources are on demand and self-service. Cloud computing customers use an automated interface and get the processing power, storage, and network they need without the typical complex configurations required when building physical servers. Second, resources are accessible over a network from any location. Providers allocate resources to consumers from a large pool, allowing them to benefit from economies of scale. The resources exist in multiple locations all over the world. You just have to decide the available geographic location you wish to utilize. Resources are elastic. If you need more resources, you can get them rapidly. And when you need less, you can scale back. Finally, you pay only for what you use or reserve as you go. If you stop using resources, you simply stop paying. Google believes that in the future, every company, regardless of its size or industry, will differentiate from its competitors through technology. Largely, that technology will be in the form of software. Great software is centered on data, and therefore, every company is or will become a data company. Google Cloud provides a wide variety of services for managing and getting value from data at scale. So this difference will be known to you already. So I'll just quickly go through this. With infrastructure as a service, the service provides you the underlying architecture to run servers. The resources to run are provided, but it's up to you, the user to manage the operating system and application. Platform as a service takes it one step further. Now the environment and will be managed for you, and all that is required of you is to manage your applications. The operating system layer will be managed as a part of the service. Next up, software as a service, the infrastructure, platform, and the software is managed for you. All that require is that you bring your data to the system. And SAP and Salesforce are some of the examples that use this technology. So Google's data centers are around the world and are interconnected through Google networks, which which by some publicly available estimates carries as much as 40% of the world's internet traffic every day. This is the largest network of its kind on Earth, and it continues to grow. It's designed to provide the highest possible throughput and lowest possible latencies for applications. Google Cloud's products and services can be broadly categorized as compute, storage, big data, and machine learning. Leveraging compute can include virtual machines via compute engine, running Docker containers in a managed platform using Google Kubernetes engine, deploying applications in a managed platform like App Engine, running event-based serverless code using Cloud Functions, or running stateless containers as a managed service like Cloud Run. A variety of managed storage options are also available. For unstructured storage, there is cloud storage. For managed relational databases, there is Cloud SQL or Cloud Spanner. And for NoSQL, there are options like Data Store or Cloud Bigtable. Managed services dealing with big data and machine learning are also available. Now we'll just hop on to the study gems part. So let me share that screen. Yes, so from the home page, you are supposed to click on program syllabus. Yes, this is syllabus for 30 days of class. And you're supposed to perform the labs as mentioned on this official page only, not from the quick labs home page. For today's lab, we'll be performing the third skill badge of this track 1. Yes, this one. So before that, I'll be requesting all of you that you click on this enroll on this on-demand quest. The button is not showing to me right now because I have already signed into it, and so you have to click on that. So you will be directly redirected to the first ever lab of this quest, that is tour of quick labs, I guess. Yes, it is tour of quick labs and Google Cloud. So as soon as you click on that, you'll be just directed to this one, and then you have to open a new tab where you have to go to QuickLabs official homepage and make sure that you are signed in using your official 30 days of Google Cloud account only. Here I've used this account. So same way you have to just check it. Now without wasting any more time, let's just click on this lab and start performing it. So as soon as you enter on this uh, window, you will be asked to start this lab. So just we'll start it and wait for it to initialize. So yes, this pop-up, as soon as you click on start lab, it will show if you have a valid subscription. It will show an option to use your subscription, and you just have to click on it. It opens a pop-up where you have to select your username, your password, and your project ID from this menu. So now it shows that if you want to open a cloud console, then you just have to click on it. But before that, I'll be suggesting you to open this Google console on uh, in private mode only. But as we are already in the in private mode, I'll just simply click on it. And also, a very important caution I need to give you all, that when you are in the console, do not deviate from the lab instructions, and doing any of these may cause even your account to be blocked. So now it has automatically detected my ID. So I'll just click on next and copy the password from here and paste it here. Just accept the Google terms of service and privacy policy. So I'll just wait for a pop-up because it would be asking me to accept its terms and policies. Yes. So you just have to click on this checkbox and click on agree and continue, and that's it. You are provided the access to this GCP platform. So first step you'll be doing in any lab is to activate this cloud shell. So now there are four ways actually to interact with Google Cloud: Cloud Console, Cloud SDK, and Cloud Shell. I'll just continue. And the Cloud Console serves as a centralized console for all your project data and lets you execute common tasks using simple mouse clicks and with no need to remember commands or to avoid typos. So first step you are supposed to do in any lab is to authorize yourself. So for command for that would be cloud auth list. So it just prompts to authorize this. I just quick run it. And this next command you will be using is gcloud config list project. And that's it. You are now access to your lab instructions that you are supposed to perform. So we'll just hop onto the instructions we are supposed to do in this lab. So we are supposed to make a virtual machine with G Cloud. So this is the command you will be using to make create your virtual machine. But before that, I'll you just have to set your environment variables. So now what is the environment variable? That it defines your environment and helps save time when you write scripts that contain APIs or executables. So just copy paste these commands to your cloud shell. But before clicking on enter, you have to just replace with your project ID, and your project ID will be provided to you here, GCP project ID. So just copy that and paste in place of this. And now you can enter this. Yes, it has stored project ID as my project ID. And now it's the same way, I'll be storing my zone to my default zone. And for that, I'll just copy paste again and replace this attribute with my zone. And before that, I'll just want to see what my zone is. So to get your default zone and region, you just have to run this command and you will be provided with the zone or region you are present currently, your system is currently present in. So your active configuration is this and compute zone is this. So I'll just replace my zone to the default zone in any lab would be US Central 1. Yes, and it is accepted. Next, moving on. Yes, to verify your variables are set properly or not, you just have to run this command that verifies your project ID and attributes you have set in this cloud shell. So just I'll make sure that if it's same or not. Yes, it says that this is my project ID and this one is my zone. Next, you are just supposed to create a virtual machine with G Cloud tool. And so I just copy this one. So this attribute, before I execute it, I'll just want to introduce these parts of the command, which says G Cloud compute. So first part is G Cloud compute. So it allows you to manage your compute engine resources in a format that's simpler than compute engine API. Then instances creates a new instance, and GCE lab 2 is the name of the VM. Then machine type flag is used to specify the machine you want to use in your VM. That for that we have used this N1 standard 2. So this one is the machine type, and this attribute that is zone. So zone specifies where the VM is created, and so as we have already stored variable zone as my US Central 1 zone, so it will just fetch from that variable and execute the command. So I'll just enter it.
You have to add the zone also, like a US Central 1, उसके बाद फिर डेस्क करके A, B और C.
Oh, yes. Now it is stored. So once again, I'll execute the previous command. And now, yes, it will start to create a VM for me. Also, it has been come to my notice that some of you are facing some issues with Cloud Shell. And so for that, I have come up with a solution that you can use ephemeral mode. If you are prompted to use it, it will show an option where you have to just click on use ephemeral mode, and then you can use the Cloud Shell very perfectly. And also, if there is some problem in the Google Cloud platform, then you can try switching different browsers. For me, Edge is perfectly working, uh, so you can even try it yourself. So our yes, after you complete these instructions, you just have to see if your instructions that you have passed are same are executed perfectly or not. So to check that, you just have to click that check my progress, and it will show a green tick. Yes, and it says assessment is completed. So now your task for this task one has been completed. For this lab, you are just having one task, so it shows the perfect 100 against that task. So and different for different labs, uh, 2 to 3 different tasks. So you have to just progress every time you execute that task. And even if it's not fetching your progress, that it says many times it says there is some error with your assessment, and the green tick is not visible to you. So don't worry, you just have to refresh this page that Google Cloud platform is present on, and just keep on clicking this check my progress button repeatedly. And when you it happens sometimes because that you might have uh, executed your instructions very well in the Google Cloud platform, but system takes much time to fetch your progress. So you just have to reload the site and then keep on uh, clicking on this button that is check my progress, or you can even click on this button that says check my progress. Failed to update. It says many times failed to update, but it is already updated my score, that is 100 on 100. So for any lab that you perform, you just have to completely fulfill this criteria, that is 100 on 100, and a perfect 100 score should be present on your dash. So that's it for this lab. But even if you want to explore some of the Google Cloud commands, you can run this following commands that are given over here to know more about the Google Cloud platform. For this lab, you were just to required to create a virtual machine with G Cloud tool, and we just have completed, and perfect score is updated over here. So then click on end lab, click on submit, and then it's done. And make sure to verify your progress by clicking on this button that takes to you the quest home page. So yes, it says there is a green tick, and which depicts that I have completed the lab accordingly to my given instructions. So that is all about this lab. So before we end this session, I just want to share with you all some weekly tasks that you are supposed to do for this coming week. So if you've already completed the task, track one in the previous week, you can hop on to the track two. And suggested way of doing that completing track 2 would be doing the one quest a day, and so by the weekend you will already complete all the tracks, all the quests that are given in the track 2. And even if you are not completed yet the track 1, you can you just have to you still have 2 days, that is Saturday today and tomorrow Sunday, to complete that. And you can cope up with other students for the next week, and then by the end of the next week you will have 2 tracks completed, and then you can claim for whole package of the swags that Google Cloud is providing to you. So yes, Nishan, would you like to take over?
Yes, Cherish. For your information, you all have found this study jam session helpful. So thank you all for attending this session and making it very interactive. And we conclude this session now. So bye, stay home and stay safe. If anyone wants to ask any question, the chat box is open and they can unmute their mic and ask the question.
I have a doubt. If I have not started task 1 yet, so is it okay to complete it by start from tomorrow or day
Yes, it
after tomorrow?
is totally fine. It's just a suggested follow of doing something, because as I already mentioned over here that in the note section that you are already having a mid-sem schedule to you, and considering that you are I'm just keeping this in line with your study process, so you can, if you want to complete this anyhow you want. Is that okay?
Okay. And next question is, we have to complete both the task or only one task? And
Task.
in task 1, we have to complete like step by step, like skill badge 1, skill badge 2, skill badge 3, or we have to choose random by ourselves.
Yeah, so for your first question that you were asked, by task you mean track, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's up to you that how many of the swags you want to claim for. For we have already, I mean, I think we have already shared that prizes rule section to you in one of our info session. So for the, if you even complete either of the track, that is either track 1 or track 2, will be getting a t-shirt and a sticker pack. And whilst you complete both the tracks, will be eligible to claim for the whole pack of swags, that says a t-shirt with a water bottle, a laptop bag and a sticker bag. So, and what your next question was, can you just repeat?
In the track 1, we have to complete the skill
Yes,
badge, like,
randomly, or yeah. So you are not supposed to do in a sequence. You can complete it the way you like, and the what you are supposed to do is just complete all the 6 skill badges that are present in either of the tracks. That's it. The sequence you have to decide it. You can complete it by any sequence you want. Is that uh, answers you to your question?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, after getting completed all this, how can we apply for the Google Associate Certificate, Cloud Associate Certificate?
Yes. So for that, you won't be directly able to apply. Of course, you would be able to, but if you want to claim for the half price of that exam fees,
Yes.
you have to complete the career readiness program that would be coming somewhere around in next year. That
Okay.
says Google Cloud Career Readiness Program, and as Yash mentioned that it's a Coursera course where you have to complete the course, and by the end of that course, you would be provided a voucher where you can just apply to the associate cloud engineer and get a 50% off on the exam fees.
Okay. Sir, what time did you told next year? If I'm right.
Next year. Yes.
Like,
Oh,
hello.
yes.
Yeah, so probably what will be the thing, if you complete both the quests, like 30 days of Google Cloud Quest, then also there are chances if you can get in a lucky draw thing, then the career readiness program will be probably commenced next year. But yeah, there are Google keeps on throwing such events, and there are various other programs arranged for students where you will be getting various vouchers. And like anyone must have heard about Google AI, that is a one kind of program. So basically that sort of programs keep on coming. So whenever there would be something, then we'll be updating you on the like channel that we have created, Discord or Instagram. So stay tuned. And yes,
Uh,
as you were asking about the career readiness thing, then there could be a chance that they can, convey it in early January, or maybe it could be in late December. So hope for the best. And in
okay,
December
sir.
also there might be a session of cloud session. So probably you will be having ample of opportunities throughout the year. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. Sir, one more thing. I'm not from your college. I have applied
Okay.
externally from there. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any contacts or anything so that I can directly contact those people or like. So if
Okay.
is there any group kind of group or any if you can share a contact number so that I can be in touch with you guys, then it would be very grateful for me so that I can get the idea what is happening right now in the market and in the this community.
Yeah, sure thing. It would be great if the organizers can share the Discord server link. Are you there, the part of the Discord server?
Not yet.
Okay, sure thing. Just give me a while. I will be sharing the link in here. Or else you
Okay.
can DM me on the ID number on MN Teams as well. Like I'll be sharing it with you. Or have you joined with your some other account?
I have joined from, I guess, from other account, I guess.
Yeah, give me a while then. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Cherish, if I have shared it with you, you could just paste it
Yes,
there.
I just read. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I guess you have received it.
Uh, I'm unable to open the chat box here. I don't know why. There's no such option right now.
Since
Okay.
you are from other organization, you might not be able to access it.
Okay, yeah. So how
Are
do
you on
Probably do.
Teams? Are you on
Yeah,
Teams?
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll just do it. I just DM'd you.
Yes, any other questions from participants?
I guess no. We can proceed with the conclusion part. Nishant.
Thank you all for attending this. Find it very informative. We are concluding. Bye. Stay home. Stay safe. Now you can.
Yes, guys, you can leave the session.